Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the BYU Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Kalani Sitake has BYU trending. He's got a new contract. He's got stability coming off one of the best seasons in school history at 12-2. But they are not satisfied, just narrowly missing the college football playoff. The Cougars have more to prove in college football this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Look out, he's got room. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a high school. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense. Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course, he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up for the completion.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He wants to throw it again. Another incompletion on third down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense, they're playing.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Running inside, it's Martin. There he goes. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Right back to the well. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
You got to love that if you're the head coach. Watching your defense and watching the big fella at D-tackle play with that kind of relentless pursuit to the football. One of the reasons it's hard to run against them is they've got everybody playing with effort. Did you see him fly to the football and make that?
Snagged it, and there's running room. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and...
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Morris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Looking to pass, it's Hoover. trying to make magic with his feet. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can... Buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The Hoosiers will go for it here on fourth down. At the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Cole finds his man on the left. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Cougars headed quickly to the line. Quick release by the QB. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on second and short. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Maybe a crease. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. And the Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, BYU! On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point is good. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Slips through the line. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Throwing right. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Cougars! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. And the timing just a hair off.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense, because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Morris. Smashes through the tackle. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Defense in press coverage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Gonna look downfield again. Fakes to grab. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you can...
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Pulls it in. It's Bond. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
It's third and goal and third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. A big stop from this defense as they force a fourth down, and a decision coming right now. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the number 9 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Bulldogs coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive.
They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3.
Trying to set the tone with the run.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Cougars peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Casper. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. That's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got a man, it's Preston. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Looking for a big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after struggling so...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back to its own great field position.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
That's caught. It's Casper. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Richard. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, that is such great.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Going to the run, it's Martin. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Right on the money. Going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Hey, check it. 89-19, fire ball. 89-19, opposite. Go!
Using his legs, it's Martin. He breaks a tackle. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Chip. Q. Where did he go?
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Red 18, sweep, booster. Hey, rock. Hydro. Western, ready, go!
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Under fire. Fires downfield. On target over the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert and keep this drive going. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Return.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Go!
The sure hands, it's Casper. Open space at the 25. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. He wants it all. Touchdown, BYU! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Takes a handoff. It's Richard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you could tell all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Lets it fly. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and no good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. RPO complete to open the drive. And he uses a stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Martin. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Bachmeier. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. BYU right back to the line.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's 1st down from the 11. This time he wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
I tell you what, 4th quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game where it's really going to matter.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Quarterback making checks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense?
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Booster, boost. Hot, freeze, freeze. Move, move, move. Tip, huge, sweet. Western, go, go.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! And the route is on. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in.
Number 89, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Turning it on. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one, as they'll come up short in this game. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you.